It's morphin' time! Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome to another Big Bad Toy Store unboxing. It seems like every time I do one of these, the boxes get larger. As you saw in the intro, I had it in my normal setup with the table and the chair and everything. That saves my back, but too bad, the box is too big. There is no way I can open it on that table, so we get to open it on the floor. And you know what's fun about that? I don't know. The reason why this box is so large, and let's see if I pick it up on camera. Just fill the frame. I had Big Bad Toy Store as this thing. It's called a pile of loot. You have 90 days to ship an item once it hits your pile of loot. And so the thing is, the first item that went in here had 1 day left. I went straight up to the deadline. The other cool thing about Big Bad Toy Store is in the US it's $4 flat rate shipping, so I got to ship all this for $4, which is also nice. But in the last 90 days, so much stuff has come in that has been delayed over time, and so now it's finally here, and we're gonna finally look at it. Some of it's for me, some of it's for other people in the household. It's just how it goes. But we got plenty of stuff, and there's a lot of Super 7. I'm just gonna preface this with there's a lot of Super 7, just because they put out a lot of their stuff. They finally have sort of opened the floodgates of their warehouses. Yeah, there's been a lot of Super 7 stuff lately, and there's a couple more coming in very soon. So we're gonna start with the stuff. You can kind of see the tops of Super 7 boxes in here. You know what? Don't worry about that. All right, first things up. This is for my mom, and also partially for me. It is the Bear Guy, Aloha and the Aloha Haro set. My mom loves Bear Guys. She is a Bear Guy collector, so of course we got to get the new Aloha Bear Guy set. And then it comes with a Haro, and I'm a Haro collector, so it kind of worked out like we both get something out of this. So isn't that neat? But yeah, that's kind of cool. Adding that to the backlog of Gundam kits I haven't built because there's a few too many of those. Also adding to that is Chow Tripan Launch, also known as Choo Choo. I liked Gundam Witch from Mercury quite a bit, but I didn't want to buy all the kits of all the characters, even though they're making a bunch of them, which is great. But Choo Choo is an icon, and I wanted her, so so I got Choo Choo. And she looks fantastic, and I look forward to building her. I might push these up in the backlog and just build them first, because they're simpler builds than like a bunch of the master grades I have that I haven't built. But those two, pretty simple, straightforward. I spotted this on the bottom. We have another Casey Jones for the collection. This is the Last Ronin Casey Jones. I did ultimately decide that I wasn't going to do all the Last Ronin figures, even though they've been doing a whole line of them. Because I kind of just don't have room for Turtles figures that I have, and ones I want, like some of the Mirage stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick to just, you know, I got the Ronin, and I got Casey Jones because it's a Casey Jones. It's more because Casey Jones, less because Last Ronin. But you know, that's kind of how I roll with stuff. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, this is interesting. This is a reissue. I have another couple SMP kits. I have the SMP Dynazenon and the Gold Burn and Grid Knight set. And I know people have been like, oh, when are you reviewing them? I don't know. I haven't built them yet. Every time I open the Dynazenon, it's so many parts that it intimidates me because I just don't feel like I have the time to build it. What I need to do is like just sit down and start working on it and then just spend some time. And then looking at the size of this box, this is probably going to have not the same issue as the Dynazenon, because the Dynazenon is much thicker, but this is probably going to sit for a bit. But it's the SMP Jet Garuda from Shojin Sentai Jetman. At one point, I was thinking about getting the Super Shoto Jetman and Tetra Boy as well, and I was like, nah, I don't feel like spending the money because of the way that Bandai Candy Toy prices are. But I have Jet Icarus, so here's Jet Garuda, so I can make Great Icarus, their combination. And I thought that was worth getting. Because I did want to get him back in the day, and I never did when he was originally first released. So I'm looking forward to building him. That'll be a fun build for sure. But it's nice to kind of just at least finish the main combo. But I'm not buying Tetra Boy. I really do like what SMP and Miniplot does with Sentai Mecha, But I'm just such a deluxe mecha guy that at this point, switching is just weird to me. I just can't do it. And so that's just how it goes. Okay, oh, yeah, here we go. I did not realize it would be this large. This is the Dragon Ball Masterized Band Presto line of statues. And it's Chi-Chi from the 23rd Martial Arts Tournament, aka Best Chi-Chi. And the reason why I got this is because, first of all, we never get Chi-Chi action figures. Second of all, we rarely get Chi-Chi statues. And third of all, a lot of times it's like Saiyan Saga Chi-Chi. I really did want Dragon Ball Martial Arts Tournament Chi-Chi. And this popped up and I was like, yeah, I need Best Chi-Chi. Look at her. She's wrapped under plastic, but she's bigger than I thought. I thought she'd be smaller. I have some other... Band Presto has so many different lines of statues that I can't quite remember what size everything is in. Like, she's way bigger than some of the One Piece statues I bought recently. I think she's about the size of the Fujiko Mine one I have from Lupin, so that's pretty great. I mean, Best Chi-Chi is Best Chi-Chi. Put her in Sparking Zero. That's what I want. Pretty cool. Okay, what's this? Oh, this completes a set, or at least most of a set. So the Ultraman anime, the Netflix one based on the manga, where everybody has like Iron Man armor exosuits as opposed to becoming giants of light, which is cool. I dig it. I really love the suit designs. The figure arts have been a slow roll. They did Ultraman and 7 when the first season came out, and then when the second season came out, we got Taro, and then when the third season came out, they were like, here's Jack, here's Ace, here's Zophie. So there's Zophie, completes the set of 6. So we have the 6 Ultra Brothers from the anime designs, and I'm pretty happy about that, because I have Ace and Jack, those are pretty nice. Taro's pretty good, but Zophie completes the set. I may do a video on all 6 of them together. I don't know. They've been out for a while, so I don't know if it's timely or not. Speaking of timely, SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Gotchard. He's been sitting in my pile of loot for a while. I got the US release because I don't remember if I missed the Japanese pre-order or I wasn't sure if I wanted to get him. He has vac metal like chrome plating on him to replicate the early look in the series. And it's funny because they abandoned that like chrome plating gimmick pretty quick in the show. They started doing just a normal suit because it's probably easier for action and filming. But the figure art still has the chrome plating. But as you may have seen in my recent unboxing of Kamen Rider stuff, I really like Gotchard. So I ultimately did decide I did want to get the figure art. I have Majade and Valvarad on pre-order from P Bandai, Kamen Rider Valvarad specifically. I'll probably do a video on the 3 of them together when I get the whole trio, just because that's the only ones I'm buying from the line, so why not, you know, just omnibus that video together and put the 3 in one. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it is. I've heard the chrome is sturdy. It's kind of like the Super Robot Shogoken vac metal chrome plating stuff. And that's good, because that makes for a much better experience overall. Okay, so this is the craziest action figure to ever exist. This is Lon Chaney as Professor Burke from the movie London After Midnight. You can barely see him with the glare. This is the most insane figure NECA could have announced for their horror monsters line, because London After Midnight is a film that does not exist anymore. It is 100% lost media. We have stills and we have scripts, I think, and like recaps for it. There's a nice recreation that Turner Classic Movies did where they used the stills to kind of piece together the film. But the actual film itself is not something you can view anymore. We only have those still images. And yet NECA was like, you know what, let's make a figure of it. So I want to say, you know, it was crazy, like, you know, when we get figures of Nosferatu. Like, he's right here, so I can show you guys. Nosferatu is an action figure based on a 102-year-old movie, right? And it's nutty that this came out. But this takes it a step further, because this is a movie you can't even technically watch. You can watch a recreation, which is more than a bunch of silent films that are 100% lost, but you can't actually watch the film itself. But yet we have an action figure of it because of how iconic the look from the film is and how iconic Lon Chaney's career was. And I think that's just incredible that something like that exists. It's something I never expected them to do, but I'm glad they did, you know, obviously because I bought it. But, you know, it's a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche, but it's super cool they even did it, because I don't think, you know, 5-10 years ago that would have even been thought about to do. So it's pretty incredible. It's mind-blowing in a lot of ways. Alright, so the reason that I had to ship the pile of loot, I didn't have to ship all of it, I could have split it up. Probably would have been a smart move to do so, considering how big the box is. But the first item to drop into the pile of loot was the thing I bought. I bought a Yami Yugi Nendoroid in the last unboxing, and Bobobo-bo Bo-bobo is the reason I got the Yami Yugi, because Bobobo-bo Bo-bobo is a manga that was literally just all gags, and the anime has no context. It is just gag after gag after gag. This is like probably the only figure Bobobo's getting, and they specifically designed his hair to split open because a lot of weird stuff would come out of his head, and there was a drawing that Kazuki Takahashi did of Yugi popping out of Bobobo's head, and the Nendoroid Yugi was re-released in time for the Bobobo, so you could put the top half of the Nendo Yugi into Bobobo's hair. So they did later go and announce like a Jaden Yuki and a Yusei Fudo for the Yu-Gi-Oh line, but like, I mean, I got the Yugi because he goes with the Bobobo, and that's also why I'll get the Jaden, because I was already going to get the Yusei, because, I mean, at that point I might as well just finish the trio, right? So, anyways, Bobobo's finally here, which is nice. Let's see, I'm trying to save the Super 7 for last. Oh, yeah, Star Wars The Black Series Ki-Adi Mundi. This is a figure that we waited way too long for. They announced him in February 2023. He came out in May 2024. That's way too early to be announcing toys on a production budget, and it's also way too early because they didn't allow pre-orders for him. They said, "Oh, we're doing too many pre-orders, so we're not going to do pre-orders for him. He'll just be available in spring 2024." And I was like, "So when do I buy him then?" They never announced a date. Retailers started posting pictures. And it was very clear Hasbro was not doing pre-orders for him. They were just going to wait till he came in stock. Big Bad Toy Store got it, and I said, you know what? I'm just going to drop him in my pile of loot. I'm just going to get him. I'm not going to worry about it. You know, I'm not in a rush to get him because I've been waiting over a year for him. But Hasbro, don't do this. If you're going to announce something, have a pre-order for it. So at least, you know, with your fake dates that don't mean anything, at least we have, like, an order locked in and we can check and see, like, an idea of when it was coming in, because spring was an open window. It's like, is it coming in March, February, April, May? And then suddenly it was stocked, and hopefully he's stocked well everywhere. But yeah, a little frustrating, but at least he finally came out. Now, when you announce things ahead of time, because I mean, there's a bunch of Super 7 stuff in here. Super 7 announces stuff so that they can start the production on it, because they try to adjust numbers to orders and stuff. Hasbro's going to produce as many Ki-Adi Mundis as they think. It didn't have that, oh, it's made to order. So I was like, well, why are you announcing it a whole year ahead of time? Like, give us like 6 months lead time, 6 months ahead of time at most. But then they're doing it again. Like the Thrawn figure for Ahsoka doesn't come out till like early next year. I don't get it. But then again, that's just Black Series all over. Okay, in the world of crazy things, here is the action figure of Todd McFarlane and his concept design for Spawn, which is amazing. You can see that's his original, or one of his original Spawn drawings, and so that's what they made the figure of. And then there's a figure of Todd, and yeah, he comes with bare feet because apparently Todd doesn't wear shoes in the office all the time, which is a choice, but you know, can't deny that is an option. I mean, he owns the company, but it's interesting because essentially it's just like Todd as if he's at a convention with like a sketch pad and a microphone and a press badge and stuff, or a guest badge, and then he comes with Spawn, like he's interviewing Spawn for the anniversary. And, you know, it's just fun. When you have action figures of comic creators, it doesn't happen very often. You know, we got a Stan Lee, we got a Jack Kirby from the Ninja Turtles line, to Jack Kirby as he appeared in the Ninja Turtles comic, and now we got Todd McFarlane. So, yeah, I like figures of comic creators. We need one of Larry Hama. We need a G.I. Joe Classified Series Larry Hama for everything he's done to make G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe. Speaking of Casey Jones in lines I'm not collecting, the Turtles of Grayskull line has been really cool, really fun. I've been looking at it. I decided I just can't take on another toy line, so I only bought Casey Jones. This is a toy line that is crossing over Masters of the Universe with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So the Turtles get He-Man, or the Turtles characters get like He-Man armor, and then the Masters of the Universe characters get like mutated. I love the art on these as well. There's a comic coming out later this year for it, which should be fun. But I had to get the Casey Jones. If I was going to get one, it was going to be Casey Jones because, in case you didn't know, I really like Casey Jones. It's my favorite Ninja Turtles character, so yeah. New Casey Jones figure, I'm there. Alright, and then the Jada Toys Street Fighter line, we have Ken. I didn't talk about it in a video, but I did get M. Bison and Dulcim at Target. I actually found them in store, which was weird. So I'm done with Wave 2. My plan for reviewing these, because I was kind of late to the party, because the Big Bad Toy Store stuff, I like to pile up. It helps. But I'm probably going to review these when we get the whole Super Street Fighter 2 roster. When those 16 are out, I'll do one video, kind of like rundown style, of like the 16 Street Fighter 2 characters. And I think that'd be a fun way to talk about them. It's a little different than individually reviewing them, which a bunch of other people already have and have done a great job at. So, you know, I always want to contribute something different when I do videos on the channel. Okay, I think we're down to just Super 7 stuff now. Yeah, I think we're down to it. Yep, looks like it. Yep, it is all Super 7 for the rest of the video. Let's go. Okay, so they're all kind of mixed up here, so we're just gonna, yeah, let's just pop them open. There's 2 waves of Super 7 figures in here, and I have cut down my Super 7 collecting to pretty much, I have a couple Ninja Turtles figures on order still, but I'm mostly just doing Silverhawks and Thundercats. Because again, too much stuff's coming out, I needed to pare down, just so my own sanity, more than anything. I know it looks like I said I pared down, and then there's all this stuff, but like, again, built up over 3 months. Okay, so first up, from Silverhawks, it's Commander Stargazer, their boss, their chief of Star Police, in a way. He comes with his little eagle, he comes with a bazooka, he looks really good! I think he turned out nice. I'm looking at him, and yeah, I'm not saying anything like off about him. I think he looks pretty good. It's really nice to get the Silverhawks figures, because the thing is, maybe someday in the future, somebody else will do a Thundercats line, right? I don't think it'll go as deep as Super 7 is going, but maybe someday somebody will do a Thundercats line again. No one's ever doing a Silverhawks line again. This is our one and only chance at some of these figures. Example of you know, something Super 7's only going to do, Hachiman. Hachiman's not a known Thundercats character. If somebody does another Thundercats line in the future, it'll probably just main characters, main villains only. Hachiman is what you get when the line is successful, and I'm glad that we got him, because he's a cool character. He's a little bit stereotypy, you know, 80s cartoon and all, but like Willa, he's a staple of the series, and so you want to have him. You don't want to just like, you don't want to leave him out, you know, and I'm glad that we got him. I know there's another wave of Thundercats that's getting announced tomorrow, when I'm recording. It's tomorrow, but it's probably already out by the time you guys see this. Working in advance on videos is always fun. Okay. I hear things, I feel something rattling in here. Kind of concerned. What is rattling? Oh, is it supposed, I don't think it's supposed to rattle. It's one of his hands. Yeah, where'd that pop out from? Anyways, it's Molecular, one of, this is from Silverhawks as well, Molecular from Monstar's Mob, so another one of the great villains. He's such a weird design that I'm surprised they tackled him so early, but he's a very strange guy. He's not like a normal like body shape and stuff, and so I think he's really cool and interesting looking. I think it's pretty neat. He's one of his hands is floating around. Oh, there it is. I see where it's supposed to go in the tray. I will have to fix that up. Pretty cool. Oh, here's one I've been waiting for. Looks like I'm already looking at a possible packaging error. Not like I care about packaging errors, I just hope I can fix it. This is Alluro from Thundercats. He is our first Lunatac, and the Lunatacs were the main villains for seasons 2 through 4 of the show. And what was fun about them was that they were really interesting. Everyone had like a unique design and power set, and they never had toys because they were from the later part in the show. We barely got Bengali, Pumaira, and Linkso in the LJN line, so the LJN line never touched the Lunatacs, and nobody's other lines ever got far enough to get to Lunatacs. And Super 7, they're slowly giving them to us. The next wave has Chilla, I imagine we're getting a Lunatak per wave. Keep the line going. But if you can see here, Aluro's second head, there's a little part of his hair sticking up. So hopefully I can just heat that and put it on. I do wish we could get alternate faceplates of some of these figures because some of these heads are a pain to swap. But there's Aluro. Let's get another Silverhawk figure. I'm just alternating at this point. Even though I don't... How many figures do we have? Oh yeah, this makes sense. I know what I'm doing. He says he knows what he's doing. Don't take my word for it. Alright, next up, another one of the Monstar mob villains, Mumbo Jumbo. I love Silverhawks. Mumbo Jumbo here, looking great. He's a Taurus, like a bull type character. He comes with his bird in both hammer form and regular form. Looks fantastic. Just looks terrific. I love it. I love this stuff. This is the kind of crazy stuff I like, so he's pretty fun. Oh, there's his little slipcover. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, because I think I mentioned it in another video. The Thundercats here don't have slipcovers because they were running the cost things, because, you know, the cost of everything went up again, because stupid inflation. So the Silverhawks wave, they had the slipcovers. They ditched the brown boxes. Silverhawks has the slipcovers, and then now this Thundercats wave and stuff that comes out around it, no more slipcovers. Fine by me. I'm having enough trouble keeping these boxes as is because they're nice, but the boxes are they're too big, and so when they're in the cardboard sleeves and all that, so it's like, and the thing is, they basically said like, oh, we just cut some of the packaging instead of like having to raise the price of toys, and that works for me. I'd rather the packaging take a hit than the figures do. Captain Shiner. Another one of those Thundercats characters you wouldn't get under any other circumstance besides a line that's aimed directly at collectors from a company that cares enough to make characters like Captain Shiner. He has an alternate set of arms to do the arms cross, kind of like a Figuarts thing does. His hand and his extra arm are kind of loose in here. But really cool. I think it's really neat. I think, again, it's a lot more of these one-off characters we wouldn't normally get, which is pretty neat. Oh! Speaking of not one-offs, we got some iconic characters coming up. So, last one for the Silverhawks wave is, there he is. It's one of my favorite, actually, Hot Wing. Hot Wing was one of the additional Silverhawks, so you have your core, like, 5, and then there was 4 other Silverhawks. They actually got some toys back in the day in the Kenner line in, like, the second wave, but Hot Wing shows up pretty early. He's a magician, so he has like some really cool powers, and I like his design a whole lot with like the fire design and the gold, which I think is really neat. I like that every Silverhawk is a different color. That's one of the coolest features of them, and I think it looks great. So there's Hot Wing, which is pretty nice. I'm waiting for them to announce Flashback, because Flashback is probably my favorite of the additional Silverhawks, like past the main 5. I like Flashback a lot. And he's a time traveler, which is super cool, hence the name Flashback. But yeah, so I'm hoping they announce him soon, and then Wily Kit here. I just spoiled it, but it's Wily Kit is the last figure of this wave. We had Wily Kit and Wily Cat in the Mattel line as a Comic-Con box set, and they were fine. But I was hoping, and this is what it ended up happening. I was hoping Super7 would make new molds because I thought the boards looked wrong. I thought the stands for the boards were terrible. On my Mattel one, the board stand broke on Wily Kit. And I thought that the scale was off, and I felt like they could do better. And so unlike the first couple waves where they used the Mattel molds and then updated them a little bit, this is a straight up new mold for Wily Kit. The next wave has Wily Cat and Chilla, the next Lunatak. So I'm pretty excited about this. This looks really nice. I've been hearing good things about Wily Kit. So it's good to have more figures. It's kind of like, it's been a bit of a flood trying to keep up with it. But it's how I do things. Because, you know, I've thought about, like, oh, I should order my Super 7 stuff from Super 7, pay for it ahead of time, not have to worry about when it comes in. But because I didn't start that way, it's hard to, like, catch up and do it that way now. So I just have to kind of, like, you know, getting it through Big Bad's pretty nice. I can pay for them when they come out. But then at the same time, you have 8 of them within 90 days. And I just got the notice that Wily Cat and Chilla are going to be stocking soon because people started getting shipping notices for Wily Cat and Chilla. That wave, it's wave, I think it's wave 9, because I think this is wave 8, right? So then wave 9, it's, there's 2 toy color versions, and then there's 2 show versions. So I'm only getting Wile E. Cat and Chill. I'm only doing the cartoon ones. So here's the thing. Here's the discussion. If you're sitting through this, you care about these figures, because I told you we were just going to talk about Super 7 stuff. I have been doing reviews of Silverhawks. I've been doing reviews of Thundercats. Some of the views have been really good. The first 2 waves of Silverhawks videos did really well. I don't know if that was a timing thing. I know I'm a little late on these. I know people have already reviewed them and stuff. I don't know if it's a timing thing. I don't know if general, like, casual interest in these lines has waned because they're getting more obscure. But the most recent Thundercats wave, when I reviewed the first 4 waves of Thundercats, I was late to the party on all of those. They still did decent views. I could tell that there was casual interest in them. But at wave 7, when I did it, I was like, am I too late? Or has the casual audience gone and the hardcore audience is only here, and the hardcore audience already has them, so are they looking up for reviews? They still got views. It's not like nobody watched them. But my concern is doing 3 more videos, because we include the next wave. 3 more videos that underperform would hurt this channel. So I'm going to leave this up to the audience here. So if you're watching this, I'm going to, you know, poll you for interest. Tell me what you think. Should I do individual reviews for these, or should I do individual reviews, same detail level I already do, but just slap them together into a big long video and do the 10 of them? Like, I'll wait till I get Wile E. Cat and Chilla. Would you guys like to see that? Would you watch? I mean, I think it would help, because in that way, if one video, like, if that video underperforms, then, like, okay, that's just one video, we can move on, kind of thing. Whereas I'm worried that if I do 3 videos for this wave, and the next wave, I'm wondering if 3 videos might hurt the channel more. So I'm wondering. Let me know in the comments if you think you would like to see that. I would just put Thundercats and Silverhawks together. It would just be Thundercats wave 8-9, Silverhawks wave 3. Just be one video, just to make sure, like, I still review them, I still talk about them, because I still want to do that. But I don't know if, yeah, I'm going to say it, I'm not going to do individual wave videos. I'm only going to do it as a combined video, but I want to hear your thoughts on that as viewers, because I appreciate everybody's input. So let me know, because I think it's going to be, I either do one big video with all 3 waves in one, or I'm just not going to do a video. But let me know. If I hear no comments on this, I might just consider not doing the video. It's a lot. The thing is, I love reviewing them, but it is a lot of work with all the accessories, having to swap the parts, go into the details and all that. It takes a lot of time to do the Super 7 Thundercats and Silverhawks. And if the audience just isn't there, I feel like I wasted my time, and I could have used it to make another video. So let me know in the comments. I really would appreciate if you guys would like to see, like, a catch-up video of, like, 3 waves. In one video. I wouldn't mind doing it. I think I could do it that way, and then that would be probably the best option. But if I don't get any feedback on that people want to see that, then I just won't do it. That's plain and simple how it goes. This is the business side of the channel. So on that note, though, thank you all for watching. If you watched all the way through, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing. I know, you know, it's not as nicely done as when I do it on the table and I'm dropping stuff anyways. They're unboxings. They're not meant to be clean. They're meant to be messy. But on that, I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please hit the like button. Really helps the video, really helps the channel. Please hit the subscribe notification bell if you aren't subscribed already. There's plenty more videos coming. I always try to keep the variety up here and follow up on things, so please check it out. Also, be sure to leave comments if you had any questions about certain figures or whatnot. Or suggestions for videos. I always take suggestions. And on that note, check out our live streams every Monday on this YouTube channel at 5 p.m. Eastern. Check out our Discord at the link below. Come join our community. You can also join as a channel member, which perks like early access to videos, member-exclusive live streams, and shout-outs. And let's give a special shout-out to some of our channel members. Special shout out to our channel members, including our Captain Tiers, Spin-54, Super Shadix Boom, Toma K, Jamie's World, Master Ben 95, Princeton Phalanx 59, It's La Dorman, Matthias Lara, K Breezy, Sentai Ranger Donnie, Ray Venkman, Common Jojo, Scotty Z70, Oma Ender, Marvel Fan, Dr. Grid, Brendan Overland, ARG and Marco 27, Jeremy Carr, Smith the Crow. You can also find me on social media across most platforms at Soundout12. You can find my awesome graphic designer on social media and Discord at DarkClaw643. You can find Hero Club at HeroClub.com for news, interviews, and more. And until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.